How we doing? My name is Derek, and thanks for watching this video. As you know from the last video, if you watched the last video, well, I would recommend you go back and watch the last video before watching this one. The last video we washed, clay barred, and did a paint correction on this truck. It's 2014 Western Star 4900. It's got over 1 million miles on it, so it's well used. And it's a work truck. It's worked every day. It's not my truck, but I drive this truck for my company. So what we're going to be doing in this video is we're going to be installing this product. It's AvalonKing Armor Shield 9. It's a ceramic coating. You apply it directly on the paint, and it's supposed to protect the paint. It's it takes the place of wax pretty much. And this video is sponsored by AvalonKing. I reached out to them a couple months ago, AvalonKing, and told them I would do an honest review for their product if they sent me some of their product to try. Shadow on my face. I here we go. They agreed to it. They sent it. It's here. First and foremost, I got to say, within, I didn't think it was 2 or 3 hours, I sent them an email. I think it was like 10 o'clock at night. It was fairly late at night. I sent an email, and within, by the time I woke up the next morning, I had a reply, about the deal that I had proposed to them. And I'm not being paid by them. I'm not being paid by my company. This is all on my own time. Obviously, like I said, I didn't pay for this. They sent it to me. So, there is some monetary value there, I guess. But I told them it's going to be a fair review. If I like it, I'll tell you I like it. If I don't like it, then sorry, AvalonKing, I'm going to be honest about it, like I told everybody else, like I told you I would be. So that's what we're going to be doing on this video, is installing this. And I'm going to start with an unboxing. I'm going to show you, what comes in the kit, show you the instructions, what it says to do, and then we'll put it on. Like I said, I highly suggest you go back and watch the last video, because the last video has a lot to do with this. Actually has everything to do with this. I wouldn't really have done the last video if I was going to be doing this, because ultimately you want to start with a clean surface. Anything that is underneath this is going to stay underneath it. Well, supposedly that's how it's supposed to work. Like I said, I've never used it. So I guess without further ado, we'll get to unboxing this. I'll show you the contents of the package. There we go. Where's that, Derek? Then we'll guys, I got to apologize. I plan on doing an unboxing, and I did an unboxing, but me being a rookie at this YouTube thing, I held the phone in the wrong orientation, so it looked really bad on camera. So this is kind of a half-ass unboxing, if you would. So you got the product here. That's the Armor Shield 9. And I got to say, the packaging here is phenomenal. Like you saw just a second ago, that's the outer sleeve of the box, and that it's I dropped it, all tucked nice in there like so. Everything was in there nice and neat. But anyway, so you get a microfiber, very soft microfiber to buff the product off. Once it flashes off a little bit, some instructions, a 50 horsepower sticker. You got the foam applicator there, a little sponge on one side. You got a nice little pair of gloves here. And then you got the suede applicator cloths that go on the foam applicator. This nice little card. Very nice presentation. So we got the instructions here, which, believe it or not, even though I'm a truck driver, I didn't know how to read a little bit. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, like I said at the beginning of this video, if you watched the last video, you know the preparation process that we went through. We washed it. We clay barred it, we polished it. Now the IPA wipe we have not done yet, and what that means is that's basically, an IPA wipe is IPA wipe is a solution of rubbing alcohol and water. It's about what it boils down to. You can go to I say Hanford. I'm in Maine. We have Hanford. I don't know if anybody else does. Walmart. Go to Walmart, get some rubbing alcohol, and mix it. I think it's like 50-50 water, and use that. I'm not going to read all these off, actually. Like I said, I know how to read, but I don't read well. So you can read them yourself. Pause it here if you want to read them. But I will go through every step, and I will show you everything you need to do on this truck. So I guess without further ado, we'll get to wiping everything down, and then we will get to, so we're going to do kind of what we did before. I'm going to go ahead and do the hood. Probably won't bother doing a time lapse on this, just because it should go fairly quick. So we'll go ahead and do the hood. That way you kind of see what I'm doing, the gist of it. It's pretty simple. Spray it on, wipe it off. It's not rocket science. So I guess we'll get to going. I'll have to get I need a ladder. Oh, ain't that tall. Whoa. Like I said, this is pretty much just rubbing alcohol. Boy, doesn't it burn your eyes when the mist comes out. Holy hell. That was dumb. Anyway. I'll put it on the cloth instead of on the paper. Just gonna wipe it off. Basically, all this is doing is making sure there's no wax or grease left on it or any polish from the polishing step. And it's pretty simple. I mean, it doesn't get much more simple than that, really. Now, obviously, you got to wait for this to completely dry, and being a rubbing alcohol solution, it's going to evaporate pretty quick. Pretty straightforward, really. Yeah, that's just it. So I guess I'll go ahead and finish this, and then once I'm all done with that, I'll come back and I'll show you how to actually put the product on the tray. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start the process of putting on AvalonKing. Like I said, it's a ceramic coating. Takes place of wax, so theoretically this should give it a nice shine and make it a lot easier to wash. Now, this stuff is strong. Obviously, you're going to want to wear your gloves. They provide in the kit. And we got the little suede cloth on the applicator there. I don't think it matters which side goes up or down. Yeah, they're both the same on each side. So yeah, you put the cloth on there. Now the instructions say to put 10 to 12 drops on the applicator to saturate it. And then you're gonna now keep in mind that the instruction that they give you is for like a car or truck, something small, and they say to kind of section it up. Now, what I've seen a lot of people do is, like for a hood, for instance, they'll put it in quadrants, do 4 different sections one at a time. Now this is like 2 hoods. I'm probably going to do 6 different sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go from there. Now, what the instructions tell you to do, like I said, 10 to 12 drops on the applicator, get it nice, nice and wet, and then you're going to want to go horizontally, line by line. Don't swirl it like we said before. Horizontally, all the way down until you get to the end of whatever section you're doing, and then flip it and then do vertically. And now if you end up seeing that it's starting to run dry, add a couple more drops, make sure it stays moist, and then wipe it all around vertically and horizontally until it's fully covered. And then after that, you wait, the instructions say 1 to 5 minutes. Here, I'll grab the instructions real quick. It says let the coating sit generally between 1 to 5 minutes, then remove the residue by lightly buffing with a microfiber towel, which they gave you a microfiber towel in there, or you can use whatever you want, I guess, for a microfiber. And then underneath, on the bottom, underneath the tips, it says after coating, wait for, if it's 50 degrees, 45 minutes, 60 degrees, 2 to 3 minutes, and 70 degrees or above, wait 1 minute. Now, I've seen a lot of people say that once it starts drying, it's going to start kind of almost creating like a rainbow effect, they say. Once it starts flashing off, and that's when you want to start, wiping it off. And then theoretically, that's all you need to do, and then you go on to the next one, so on and so forth, and get it done. So we'll do the first one here. I'll do, probably the first section, maybe 2 sections. I'll do the first section. We'll let it dry, and then I'll come back and buff it off, and I'll take a look at it, and then I'll probably do a time lapse for the rest of them and pick up on the side or something. Alrighty, so I guess without further ado, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this. And it's kind of a permanent thing. It's not permanent forever, but I have no idea how to get it off if you mess it up. So I'm gonna try not to mess it up. I don't know if you can mess it up, but I mean, it's not a little Toyota Camry that we're working with here. It's a, you know, $50, $60, $80,000 truck. So I guess we'll get to going here. 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit more than 12, but get the point. I want to make sure it was nice and moist. Right. You can really feel it. So I'm going to keep that nice and moist there. Oh yeah, much better. It's pretty self-explanatory, really. I mean, once I don't really see how it's, you know, kind of hard to mess it up, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. Now we're going to start from the top. You can really see, especially on dark colors like this, you can see if you missed any spots. That's nice. And it's probably helpful. I'm also going in half overlapping patterns. Ooh, almost fell over. Yeah. I think the best bet with this is going to be to do 3 passes. 1 down, 1 over, or it should be 4 passes. 3 or 4 passes. You can see if it starts to, you know, if you're missing any spots there. Just a little crease here. Another reason I'm starting on the top of the hood, that way if I mess it up, it's going to be top of the hood. And you're not going to be able to see the top of the hood when it's close, at least not from the ground. So I guess we'll wait for that to start to kind of cure a little bit. Now when you're not, I'm going to grab the top of that box. Very important to keep that applicator nice and dry, or nice and clean, I mean, because obviously if you get dirt on it, not good. It's just going to end up in your finish, and you don't want that. I have no idea how hot it is in here. I'm guessing it's at least 70 degrees. I'm going to grab a little light here. You'll really tell them that's starting to flash off. You can clear as day tell where it was and where it wasn't. That's pretty cool. I'm going to wait a little while, let that kind of flash off a little bit, and come back when it's time to buff it off. Yeah, so you can definitely tell it's starting to kind of do something weird with the way it looks. It almost looks hazy in a way. So I'm going to start buffing it off now. Probably not going to be able to really see it in the camera much. I'm going to start to look hazy, so just have to take my word for it, I guess. But buffing it off. It's pretty simple, not gonna lie. Can't get much more simple than that, folks. And the shine is unbelievable. right, so that's that. Pretty simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. I'll do that one on camera too, while we're right here. And I guess keep the process going. So that's pretty much that. It was pretty simple. I mean, from what I can tell, I very well could have messed it up. I don't think I did though. I think we're good. Everything I've seen online thus far, that's exactly how people are doing it. And they seem to have pretty good results. So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this hood, and I'll probably pick up on the fender so you can kind of see, you know, a vertical, I guess this is vertical, but flat part of the fender. All right, guys, so I got the hood all done, and my first impression is, wow. I don't know how you can really, you know, how well it shows up on camera, but the shine that is on this thing is just incredible, honestly. Just the only way I can explain is depth. It just gives it so much depth. You know, really, you know, I'll grab a light and you can really see. I'll flip the camera around real quick. Really see, you know, just how, I don't know. I'm trying to get a good angle here with the camera. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera. But you can really see just, you know, how much that metal flake really pops. So, first initial impression is, I'll give it a thumbs up. Obviously, looks good. Does it perform good? We don't know. We'll have to wait. But I'm gonna do one more section on the side here. That way I can actually, I'll try and get you guys a close up. Try to hold the camera in one hand and, you know, do it with the other without messing it up, just so you can kind of see up close how it's done, so you can see what to look for. And then I'm probably just gonna finish the rest of it and we'll call it good. I'll show you guys the size of the sleeper when I get back there. Just, you know, kind of show you the depth of the paint back there too with a little bit better light. But all right, we'll back up in a second. Now this one here, as you can see, it is shiny. So I haven't done this section here. I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely duller than the rest of it. It's just, I don't know, the other stuff's deeper. So I already saturated the pad. So basically what you do is you rub it down. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you can definitely see, you know, the wet versus dry. Just kind of half overlap each one. Like this. Pretty simple. And then you turn it the opposite way and you go horizontal. You try not to rub your fingers across it, that way you don't leave any streaks or anything like that. And I've been doing one pass the opposite direction. Not gonna hurt anything. You just, making sure you get better coverage. And that's ultimately the end goal, is to make sure that you cover every square inch. And there. Now we wait a minute. As you can see, that wet look, that stays, which is amazing. Like this over here, kind of looks similar to that, but this is dry. Well, I don't know if it's dry, I'm not gonna touch it, but it's done, is what I should say, it's done. So wait a minute, come back and buff it off and show you that. So we're just gonna take this microfiber, remember, up and down motions. I'm just gonna buff it off. There we have it. We are done. It's probably hard to tell on camera just how deep that shine is, but it's honestly pretty incredible. And I am beyond happy with this. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. This is where we're gonna end the video. I'm going home. I'm gonna see my wife and my kid. Been here all day, been here since 2:30, and here it is being 5:30. So 2:30 in the morning, 5:30 at night. Been a long day, but not complaining because I thoroughly enjoyed the outcome. Just to kind of give you an idea of what we started with. I know the backless sleeper was a lot worse, but just for reference, I guess. That's a backless sleeper. It's destroyed. I did wash it, but I didn't do any paint correction or anything on it, just because of the condition that it's in. And this is what we got. So I'm happy with it. All right, so anyways, like I was saying, if you want to see more videos, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. If you want to see me do anything to this, drop a comment, and I'll see what I can do. But until then, see you guys next time. Oh, one more thing. Thank you to AvalonKing. Like I said numerous times, they didn't pay me. I'm not being paid by my company to do this. This is all just for my benefit of keeping the truck clean, which I like to do. So again, thank you to AvalonKing. If you guys want, go over to their Instagram. You guys can give them a follow. They're involved in all kinds of cool stuff on YouTube and all over the internet. So pretty cool watching some of the stuff that goes on there. But yeah, all right, so that's it. Goodbye for real this time.